This video. This is a B1 level grammar lesson. Today we're going to be talking about the question form of simple present verbs. So we can look at these examples below. We've got some questions. Do you like vegetables? Does Alan like computer games? Do they work on Sunday? Does Joanna teach English? Do those girls like to study? Does Philip eat spinach? Or does Philip like spinach? Sorry. So we use the present simple for something that is generally true or for habits. He wakes up at 7 a.m. A Ferrari costs a lot of money. And then the question form, does he like Chinese food? So we'll match the pictures to the questions. Do we need to buy some food? That's picture A. Do you want a piece of pizza? That's picture C. And does he want to come to the match? Is picture B. So questions in present simple, the sentence structure is do or does plus the subject plus the infinitive and then the rest of the sentence. So do I work in an office? Do you play the guitar? Does he live in the city? Does she have children? Does it cost a lot? Do we need our coats? Do they have enough time? So now let's practice some present simple questions. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. The first one is done for you. Do you want to go to the cinema? Okay, does he drink iced coffee? Do they listen to classical music? And does it rain in London in July? Does he paint with bright colors? Does the supermarket open at 8 a.m.? Do you speak another language? Do Craig and Jenny play the flute? All right, so now you can practice making some questions of your own. You can start them off with do you like? So do you like camping? Do you like gardening? Do you like ballet? Do you like hip hop music? Here are a few more. Go ahead and make the do you like questions for each of these. All right, and then there's a question, how about you? So we use this in conversation when we make a statement and then we want to know if the other person agrees or disagrees with the statement that we made. So for example, I like vanilla ice cream. How about you? What we're really asking is, do you like vanilla ice cream? So go ahead and think about what each of these is asking with the how about you question. You can try those on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So I like computer games. How about you? It's do you like computer games? I want to go to the cinema. How about you? Do you want to go to the cinema? Jim plays football. How about your brother? Does your brother play football? Kate. Katie wants to go to Paris. How about her sister? Does her sister want to go to Paris? You work in a big office. How about Kate and or Jake and Kathy? Do they work in a big office? He goes to university. How about you? B, do you go to university? They like cooking. How about Fiona and Connor? Do they like cooking? He watches TV. How about William? Does William watch TV? And Desmond plays the guitar. How about Christina? Oops. Does she play the guitar? All right, so now you want to put these words into the correct order to make a question. So the first one is done for you. Tom eat breakfast every morning. So the question is, does Tom eat breakfast every morning? So you had to add the word does and then put the rest of the words in the proper order. So try these on your own and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, number 20 would be, do you want chicken for dinner? And does Paul go to Spain on holiday every year? Do they like swimming in the sea? Do we need to buy some milk? And finally, does the bank open at 8 a.m. every day? All right, so now you can practice forming some questions. You can write these down for additional practice if you'd like, or you can post them in the comments and I'll be glad to answer them in the comments. So just for some additional practice asking questions. All right, so again, you can practice these too, making up your own sentences, maybe using some of these verbs and the people and animals that are listed here. So again, you can just try those on your own for more practice. All right, so we're going to look at some more examples below. Do you often read the newspaper? Does it usually snow here in the winter? And does Leah always work at the weekend? So here we notice we've got some extra words, often, usually, and always. These are adverbs of frequency that we've talked about before. So we're going to learn how to use those in a question in the present simple. Here's some others. Do they sometimes go skiing? Do you ever go camping in the mountains? And does she ever take the train to work? So adverbs of frequency, we use them in positive and negative sentences. So Helen always cleans her teeth. I never eat fast food. He doesn't read very often. We don't use never in questions, we use ever. Do you ever watch movies? Does John ever eat Mexican food? But you would not say, do you never travel to Paris? And again, here are it's kind of a timeline about how what frequency we mean when we use each of these things. Never or ever is 0. Sometimes it's about 15% of the time, often a little more than half, usually about 90%, and always is 100% of the time. All right, and so the sentence structure of questions with adverbs, you have do or does, plus the subject, then the adverb, then the infinitive, and the rest of the sentence. So the adverb comes before the infinitive verb. Do I always have to wait? Do you usually eat foreign food? Does he often go on vacation? Does she ever stay at home? Does it sometimes stop raining? Do we ever spend a lot of money? And do they sometimes come early? All right, so now you're going to practice using ever in questions. Remember, we use ever in negative questions instead of never. First one is done for you. Do they ever go on holiday to the south of the country? So again, you can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So do you ever wash your car at the weekend? Does Katie ever take photos? And does Sam ever drink green tea? Do you usually cry at sad movies? Do they often write emails? Does Timothy always know the answer? And do you ever have enough time? All right, so now again, you can practice making some questions on your own using the adverbs of frequency and these verb suggestions. And here are a few more so you can practice writing some questions on your own. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.